You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Sports. Well, imagine this. ESPN and its athletes and its commentators, its anchors, wrapped their loving arms around the criminal in Russia known as BRITTNey Griner. And, of course, their athletes went up there and it became a 2 or 3 hour virtue signal on behalf of a WNBA player that broke Russian law. And imagine this. Their ratings dropped. Okay? Now, it's been a long time since ESPN has been about sports. I mean, you cannot hardly tell the difference between MSNBC and CNN and ESPN. I mean, nobody tunes in to ESPN programming to know your opinion on abortion, know your opinion on social justice, know your opinion on police brutality. Nobody tunes in to ESPN for that. And because ESPN has made that such a part of their business model, they've enabled the athletes as well, like the ones on this award show. Their business model has tanked. ESPN's ratings are terribly down. Outside of live events, live sporting events like College Game Day or an actual college basketball game or an NFL game, the ESPN ratings are terrible. And it's because of the things they have decided to hitch their wagon to. Should not surprise any of us because they're owned by Disney. Okay? I mean, I just did a video yesterday on Black and White Network. Disney is trying to get rid of the fairy godmother in Disney parks for a more gender fluid, inclusive situation. I mean, really? But that's who owns this network. And ESPN is already trying to spin this to make it look good. But when you peel back the curtain, their ratings are terrible. And they're down like 3.5 million from 6 years ago. It's crazy. Ratings show people don't care about the award shows. This is Outkick and Bobby Burack. The 2022 ESPY Awards averaged 2.5 million viewers Wednesday night on ABC. Now, it should be noted right there, ABC is free television. It is free. I've got an antenna hanging up behind the TV television. You know, actual, no satellite, none of that. No streaming. You don't need any of it. It's free television, and it got 2.5 million viewers. This is the first year since 2019 when it averaged 3.8 million viewers, and that was down, but that was before ESPN decided to turn into a complete social justice shit show and wrap their loving arms around St. George Floyd. That the award show aired in its regular mid-July Wednesday time slot. ESPN's already trying to spin this, by the way. They're already trying to spin it. ESPN PR will cite this number and say it's up year over year. Okay, but there's a reason for that. While true, this inevitable spin job will take the number out of context. You see, ABC broadcasted the event last year in the dead zone known as Saturday night, the poorest night of the week. This year's version was always going to top a year that it aired on Saturday in July, no matter the interest. In 2020, ESPN, not ABC, carried the show. Okay, and that's a big deal. You can look at Monday Night Football ratings, and when a Monday Night Football game is on ABC, like it used to be, like it should be, free television, versus ESPN, the ABC ratings are always considerably higher for a Monday Night Football game when it's on free TV. And a lot of people refuse to pay for this shit anymore, and I don't blame them. Head-to-head competition bludgeoned the ESPY Awards starting at 8 p.m. Big Brother had 3.5 million viewers, and NBC, of course, had its franchise of the Chicagos running head-to-head. Now, let's get to some context of where this thing has come from. ESPN Awards the ESPY Awards were once a date that sports fans circled on the calendar. I used to watch the ESPYs. I did. Before it turned into CNN Light, yeah, I used to watch it. In 2015, 7.7 million viewers tuned in. Wow. I mean, think about that. 7.7 million viewers. The program is now dull and full of preachy athletes and commentators. ESPN is now a toxic brand. Sports fans see an event marked with ESPN branding and tune out. Guys, we have a lot of days that we outdraw viewers of many ESPN shows right here on Black and White Sports. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. A couple of guys in Texas talking about sports. It will outdraw them in views for a day on actual programming on TV. ESPN no longer celebrates sports. The ESPN brand has wrapped itself in political messaging to the chagrin of former fans. The network's coverage of topics like abortion is indistinguishable from MSNBC. Viewers don't trust ESPN to award winners on merit. Megan Rapinoe taking home a trophy over far more worthy nominees only further that suspicion. The ESPYs are a waste of time, and of that 2.5 million people, probably 2 million of them had ABC on in the background. People have common sense. They're smart. They know that BRITTNey Griner has turned into a political situation. They know it's turned into a social justice narrative situation. And people sit back, just like they did with George Floyd in a lot of ways. They sit back and go, are y'all all celebrating a criminal right now? Like Jacob Blake, are y'all trying to promote a criminal into a hero? Common sense Americans, that doesn't compute. That doesn't work out. The math doesn't work out. Okay? It doesn't matter whether it's the USA or if it's Russia. If you broke a law that was a law, it's still a law that was broken. Okay? I can't even say allegedly. She pleaded guilty. Do you think people want to tune in to hear a bunch of overpaid athletes shill somebody that is a criminal? No. No, in fact, we don't give a shit what their opinion of that is. We don't care. We want to know what was the best play in the NFL, who had the best slam dunk in the NBA. In theory, we cared about that at one time. What was the best play in Major League Baseball for the year? Etc., etc., etc. You know what all those things have in common? They're sports related. They're not social justice related. They're not progressive left-wing radical politics. Yeah, this award show is tanked. It is absolutely tanked, just like the rest of ESPN original programming. Man, I wish UFC could get off there. And I wish the NFL would pull Monday Night Football away from ESPN. And then that network could just flop around like a fish out of water and die. Nobody's watching the ESPYs. Elevate BRITTNey Griner, ratings fall flat. Elevate George Floyd, ratings fall flat. You notice that? Elevate Joe Biden, your ratings fall flat. Get involved with anything other than sports when you have an actual sports network, your ratings fall flat. Simple math here. We're talking. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.